Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely little gift bag. I am using the, what's it called? I am using the Simply Elegant Designer Series paper and the Elegantly Said stamp set along with the Elegant Tag punch, and the trim here is also in the same suite, and it's the Simply Elegant trim, which comes in both silver and gold. So this bag I have made for a little gift for my husband's birthday, so I am going to just make another one using a different design from the paper pack. So this one is very vanilla with more of that gorgeous gold foiling on it and little black dots on there. Love the other side of that as well. All of the papers in that suite are double-sided. One side has foiling on it and the other doesn't. So there's plenty of choice from the pack. It's a 12 by 12 sheet. I'm going to trim that down to 12 by 8. So I'm just going to take 4 inches off here. Okay, and I can put that aside to use for something else later on. So I'm just going to keep using my trimmer to do the scoring on this. And give myself a little bit more room. So I want to score this at 4 inches. I'm going to take that cutting blade well out of the way. So 4 inches, then 5 3/4 inches, then 9 3/4 inches, and then 11.5 inches. Okay, so that was all on the long side, and I'm going to turn that round, and I'm going to turn it round that way and score that at, what am I scoring that one at? 1 3/4, yes. 1 3/4, an inch along there. Okay, now I'm going to put it back the way that I started, and I'm going to do a bit more scoring, but I'm going to do that at 4 7/8, and I'm going to put my score blade at the 5-inch mark there and just take that up. Okay, so I'm only going from 5 inches to the top there. I'm going to move my paper along and do the same at 10 5/8. Okay, take that to 5 inches and score to the top. 5 inches, score to the top. Okay, and finished with that. But what I want to do is just add in some diagonal scores from the bottom of that one that we took to 5 inches down to the next corner. So if I fold that very quickly, I'm going from the 5 inches down to that point there. So that's my score line. I'm doing it from there, 5-inch mark, down to that corner, and the same down to that corner there. Okay, So I'll just quickly do that, and that's just going to help me fold the sides of the bag and kind of get that shape on the sides of the bag there. So again, we took that down to 5 inches, and I'm just doing the 2 diagonals from the 5-inch mark to that corner. Alright, so I'm going to burnish all of my score lines first of all. My bone folder. Just to make sure I've got everything nice and straight. You've got that one like so. Okay. Now the only ones I haven't burnished are the ones on the side panel. So I will just do that and don't really need to burnish that. I'm just kind of using my fingers to reinforce it a little bit on those diagonals. Difficult for me to show you me doing that, but there I've got my sort of triangle there, and I'll do the same on this piece. So that's down to my 5, so it should have been that way, and then just pinching that with my fingers, really, just to give it a little helping hand. Okay, so that's the scoring and folding done. I'm just going to cut straight up all of these score lines at the bottom. So this was my only horizontal score line. I'm just cutting straight up there. Now I've got 2 rectangles. I'm leaving them as they are, tuck them out of the way, and I'm just going to chop in that square. And on this one, I'm taking out that little rectangle and just chopping that bit there as well, and chop into that bit. Okay, one more little chop, and it's just on that little tab bit there, like so. Okay, so we've got that all ready to assemble. Just add some glue to that skinny tab at the side. Fold it in, and then just bring that edge over to meet up there. Okay. I like to just do it the opposite way as well. So the tab that we've just glued, it's difficult to see, but it's at the back there. So I'm folding in the 2 tabs at the side. Oops. Just add a little bit of glue on there. So my tab is at the back, and I'm folding the back forward like so, and then just add glue to this piece make sure I've got it all square, and then put that piece in. Just okay. Now, I didn't manage to get that terribly square when I did that. I'm slightly off, but that's okay, and I can just trim off that little bit there. Just make sure that that's all you're trimming off and you don't cut into the actual box part there. So that's it, and my little scores at the side help it just to close nice and neatly. Now I've used the detailed trio punch, and I've used this part here, and I'm just kind of eyeballing how far in I want to go, and sorry about the shake there, but that will easily go through all of that, all of those layers. Same again at the other side. I think that's roughly equal. You could measure it, obviously. And then we've got those holes that we've created are going through all of that there, and I just want to create my handoff for the bag. By threading it through those holes, gauging roughly, that should be fine. Tie that in a knot. Like so. And I want to feed that through there so that my knot is on the inside of the bag, and then I can do a double knot, which would still go through the hole but not quite so easily. Okay, so just trying to get it on top of the original one, or as close to as possible, so that my knot is still in there. All I want to do is just tidy off, trim off the ends so they don't stick out too much. And there we go. I've got my bag with its handle. I just want to do similar to this piece and add a sentiment for a birthday. And I did, yeah, there it is. I knew I had one somewhere. So I'm just going to stamp that with the wishing you a wonderful birthday. I am going to use Memento ink. Just make sure I've got that all covered. Pop that on. Wishing you a wonderful birthday. Bring in the elegant tag punch and just square that up in the middle like so. I've already cut another one in black, and I'm just going to chop that across there. Add a little bit of glue to that, and just add it so that there's a little bit of a margin around, just as an extra little detail. And do the same with the bottom piece there. Roughly the same margin, just making sure that you've got those in line on there. Bring in that trim again, and all I want to do is do a little bow. On there. Yep, happy enough with that. Trim off some of the excess. Was a bit generous there. Okay, and final bit is to pop this on with dimensionals. Just taking the backings off those. And I can pop that in the middle of my gift bag. That's about right there. Just press that in place, and there we go. I have another pretty little gift bag to pop some other goodies in for somebody else's birthday. Now, if you wanted to make this a fold flat, then you could have also done a horizontal score line on the back there, but I've got a purpose for this one straight away, so I haven't bothered with that. I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'd very much appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, then please do click on the subscribe button to come back and see what I create next. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye.